Welcome back to the Reef and Reef Chart Day 12. We're rapidly approaching 2 weeks worth of this, and I hope you're getting as much enjoyment out of it as I am, and maybe even learning a little something along the way. Today I did a lot. I cleaned more of the algae, the black overflow box on the back. You can see in the video now it has algae on it. But I actually took an old credit card. It was actually the card that we got for our stimulus, the COVID stimulus check. The only thing it's useful for now is cleaning some algae off of the tank. And since it's plastic, it won't scratch the acrylic. So it's a perfect use. I got that idea from Mark Levinson because he uses a credit card to scrape off a bunch of the stuff off of his tank. I also changed out some filter socks. I scrubbed some algae off of some of the coral that was taking hold, which was mostly 2 colonies of the zoanthids, and there was some around the acans that was kind of pissing them off. So that got scrubbed off as well. I also took, as you see there, I took my little scrub toothbrush thing and cleaned off the algae that was up on the little flow randomizers that are there. That puts the water back into the tank. I didn't clean the socks out quite yet, replace the filter socks, just so that everything will be suspended in the water by the pumps, and then it'll all get sucked down and caught in the socks, and then I just changed the socks out after this. Makes it much easier, and it's a nice way of exporting junk out of the tank. Of course, I emptied the skimmer cup, which smelled absolutely atrocious today. I am literally counting down the days until our skimmate locker goes on sale, and we can not have to do that horrific odor ever again. I also fed them, as I do every day. I added top-off water, because I did that 2 days ago, so it was needed. I checked our alkalinity. Our alkalinity was at 8.6, so that's okay. I didn't add any today. I figured I would just give them a break, and I'll add some tomorrow. I also had to change out the CO2 scrubbing media for the skimmer, so I did that quick, which doesn't take too long, really. I also added some snails today. Otherwise, it was about 6 or 7 Astrea snails and 2 scarlet reef. I scrubbed off the little bit of film that was on the panels. I did a little trick that I saw from Mark Levinson. I got about them, putting them in a glass jar of nori, put them in there for breakfast today. They do great. They really like. They just got their regular. He said it's a way that you can put them in without having to worry about putting them in a specific spot, holding them there for a minute, letting them stick, getting another one, putting them somewhere, or just dumping them in and then flipping them all over so that they can, grab onto stuff and get a footing. And this way they don't get picked at. So I said, that's pretty cool, and I'll try it out the next time I get some snails. So we ran to Petco, grabbed some snails, and I said, you know what, let's go grab a glass and we'll see how they do with it. And yeah, it works amazing. They all kind of started flipping themselves over super easy and climbing their way out, and nobody was bothering them. They weren't getting blown around by anything. I think it worked really well. Also, we noticed the orange starfish had slung himself upside down in the little archway that Scar and Gil like to swim super fast through. So they were really agitated this morning when we came down and saw them, because the starfish was just hanging there in their way, and they couldn't do what they wanted to do. So that's it for the Reef Chart today. Join us again tomorrow. I'll see you for day 13. And don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you later. Have a good day. Here's a little treat for those of you that stuck around for the whole video. The Reef Chart for the feeding time for the reef. They're getting a little bit
They got
extra today.
2 little trunks of the Reef Frenzy from LRS, which is their absolute favorite treat.
Give them just a little extra treat
And
of their favorite
don't forget
food,
to subscribe and like. Maybe we'll do a little
LRS
premiere with a live Q&A before or after the first episode comes out for Scar.
They'll consume this.
I'll see you tomorrow.
For like 1 to 2 minutes, as Dory knocks a snail off of the rock. That was really rude. They'll take about 2 minutes to pick everything clean, get rid of everything that's in the tank. I just turn off the main pumps on either side. I still let the filtration flow around. There's not a whole lot, as I've watched, actually get sucked up and down. Most of it does stay in the tank. I should turn off the return pump, but I just don't. Tomorrow or Wednesday, we'll have maybe a little live stream before the first episode of Only Things, going over and talking about Scar, the chocolate tang, comes out. So keep an eye open for that, and click that little bell icon, and just so that YouTube reminds you of when things are coming out or post. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I'll see you tomorrow.